Have you ever sent a text message, stared at your screen for a few agonizing seconds, and let your mind spiral into a helpless internal drama? You start questioning yourself. Did I say something wrong? Does she hate me? Am I being annoying? Within minutes, your emotions completely crash. This modern phenomenon is widely known as overthinking. Or perhaps you work diligently, treat everyone with genuine kindness, and try your best to care for others' feelings, yet someone still dislikes you. Immediately, you begin to doubt your own worth, wondering if you are not good enough or if something is fundamentally wrong with you. This behavior has another familiar name: people-pleasing. Today, let's explore a bold psychological statement. All troubles in human life stem from interpersonal relationships. At first glance, you might feel skeptical. Many people immediately object, arguing that their biggest troubles are about money, career, physical appearance, or personal capability. However, according to Alfred Adler, the root cause of our suffering is almost never the situation itself, but rather the social judgments hidden behind it. Let's dig deeper. Why do you feel stressed out about your job? Is it genuinely the work itself? Or is it the fear of your supervisor's disapproval and your colleagues' critical glances? What about your physical appearance? Do you truly care about a single blemish on your face? Or are you anxious that everyone is staring at and judging your looks? What about your personal abilities? Are you simply terrified of falling behind others? Even feelings of inferiority are entirely intertwined with human relationships. If you were the sole human being existing on this planet, with no comparisons, no critical glances, and no social evaluations, would you still feel that you are not good enough? Clearly, all our psychological pain loops back to our connection with others. Some people might conclude that we should simply avoid everyone and live isolated lives. But according to Adler, this is a major mistake. True happiness comes from genuinely embracing interpersonal connections. If you fail to grasp this truth, you risk fighting an endless battle against yourself in a cycle of exhausting inner friction. To understand why we experience this pain, we must look at the three major life tasks we all face. The first task is work. To survive, humans need food, shelter, and security, which must be exchanged through our own productivity, meaning we have to work. Work is not restricted to corporate offices. Cooking a meal, building a house, or studying as a student all count as forms of work because they define how we sustain our lives. The second task is friendship and social connection. Many independent souls believe they can live entirely on their own. But no single individual can accomplish everything independently. From the clothes we wear and the food we eat to the smartphones in our hands, none of these are created by a single person. They are the joint achievements of countless strangers cooperating across society. Therefore, we must learn to trust, cooperate, and function harmoniously within a group. The third task is love. In psychology, love goes far beyond romance. It represents an intimate relationship built on mutual responsibility, deep trust, and shared living. It fulfills our deepest human desire to be truly understood, accepted, and connected with another soul. When we combine these three tasks, we realize they all boil down to interpersonal relationships. Because everything we do is built upon human connection, as long as you are alive, it is impossible to escape relationships. Therefore, all human troubles ultimately trace back to this single source. However, what happens when people try to escape these relationships? According to Adler, when individuals evade human connection, they fall into dysfunctional patterns. When people lose the ability to cooperate, they retreat into four common psychological traps. The first is the avoidant type, where people isolate themselves out of fear of rejection, fleeing from the potential emotional pain of connection. The second is the pleasing type, where individuals suppress their true opinions and constantly agree with everyone to avoid conflict and criticism. The third is the blaming type, who habitually project all their failures onto bosses, partners, or external environments so they never have to change. The fourth is the controlling type, who demand that everyone conform to their exact expectations, treating people not as cooperative partners, but as tools to serve their ego. Although these four types manifest in different behaviors, they share a fundamental flaw, a total refusal to genuinely cooperate with others. When we convince ourselves that we can rely solely on ourselves, we isolate ourselves from the community, And it is precisely from this moment of isolation that all our anxiety and inner friction begin. Ultimately, the true remedy does not lie in isolation, but in learning the true essence of cooperation, cultivating a mindset of mutual trust, shared responsibility, and seeing oneself as an integral part of the community rather than an opponent of the world. When we approach relationships as a space for mutual growth instead of a battlefield of judgment, we can finally break free from endless overthinking. So, the next time you find yourself trapped in anxiety and self-doubt, ask yourself, are you building bridges of connection, or are you locking yourself inside a fortress of isolation? Like and subscribe for more cognitive insights. Have a nice day.